want you guys to be aware of what is going on with my clients and the Money Max. I think I have become more than super excited this week because I have been watching these testimonies unfold and what this system is doing for people. We are talking about taking 29-year mortgage payoffs down to just over 5 years. I can't do that with a line of credit. I can't. And if you've come here tonight, whether you have a low credit score, a high DTI, you cannot get a line of credit. Maybe you're self-employed and you can't verify your employment so that you're able to move into a HELOC. Listen, guys, this may be your answer. Rich, I am super excited about this presentation that you're going to give tonight. And you know, you work with my clients every day. Give me a little idea of what you hear on your end when you're talking to somebody that I have personally sent over to you guys.
Sure. Well, listen, this isn't, there's no posturing here at all, but the first usually 2 or 3, 4 or 5 minutes of every appointment we have starts with honestly people, raving about your channel and your content and obviously your commitment. So honestly, I'd be lying to say that that is probably not the first thing that both myself and everybody on our team hears. And it's why it's such a great partnership for us. But I will tell you that the one thing that we hear a lot, and I know this probably is maybe not the right thing to say out loud, but we've all been burnt a lot, right? And there's a lot of false promises out there. And unfortunately, we know everything on the internet is true, right? So there's plenty of things out there that are a little bit suspect. And one of the things we hear the most is, how can this actually be true? This has got to be too good to be true, because as we all know, what's the great saying, Christy? When it sounds too good to be true, it normally is. And that is true. But in this case, it's not. So it's one of the things I hear a lot, Christy, when we show the results. Obviously, they're probably a little bit more confident and a little bit more trusting because you've kind of guided them and provided that recommendation. But I would say it's probably the single biggest thing that we hear. The second thing that I find we hear a lot, though, is how exactly does the system help me do this, right? Like, how is it able to actually accomplish it? I would say probably those are two of the things that we get the most. And
well, it's an interest eliminator.
that's
So
right.
you're talking about, I'm going to give you guys an example. A lady I worked with today.
Oh, you guys, Christy's got the whiteboard out.
The lady I worked with today, she had a 6.675 interest rate on her mortgage. Can we all just get in the floor in a fetal position and cry about right now? Because if you've been watching the videos, you know that she's paying well over 120% interest on a freaking $604,000 mortgage. Do you know what that was costing her in interest a month? I looked it up. She was paying $3,300 plus in interest every single month. So she is moving into the Money Max. Why? Because this interest that she's paying every month is going to be cut down significantly. Well, let's imagine that she's putting most of this now into her mortgage into her mortgage principal rather than paying all of this interest. So what happens? You're going to start seeing your balances come down on the mortgage because you are actually flipping that where you're not paying so much interest and now you're paying more towards the principal. Mm-hmm. That is the elementary way of saying how this system works. It is a game changer because it's eliminating interest. It's an interest eliminator. So in this presentation, you're going to see what it looks like. They're going to show you what this looks like. You're going to be given an invitation to get your own free personal analysis with your numbers. That's what I said, guys. This is not a sales call. This is an unbelievable option that may be everything you've ever wanted. And I'm telling you, I'm watching this happen. I'm all about lines of credit. Sorry. I'm all about lines of credit. I love lines of credit. I'll always have lines of credit. But I cannot beat what the Money Max does. And when you put a line of credit with the Money Max, it does wonders. So I bought into the Money Max because I have every intention of buying into more properties. So of course I'm going to pull in my mortgage amounts because you can't put every mortgage into a line of credit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have 3 mortgages, you have one on a first lien HELOC, and then you have 2 other mortgages that you're actually paying monthly payments on. Money Max is going to come in and help you with your debt to eliminate this interest so that you are actually paying off your property instead of throwing your money out the window. I hate that. I
Yeah.
hate throwing money to the banks. I hate throwing money to the IRS. Let's stop that and let's see what this program is going to mean for you today.
I love that, Christine. One of the things that stands out right away, and we're not vilifying the banks, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay if they got just a little bit less interest from us.
Yeah.
And one of the things we're going to talk about, you guys, and Christy queued this up beautifully, is it's not so much what we're taught to see, right? It's not so much the interest rate. It's how the
Right.
interest is calculated, how the finance charges are assessed, and how and when the payments are applied that dictates what we call true debt service cost or interest volume. And so, Christy, you're right. If there's a way that we can help the average person, not a unique, extraordinary circumstance, but the average person to be able to eliminate 60, 70+% of all the interest they'd otherwise be scheduled to pay. Well, if we could eliminate up to 3/4 of the interest, you could pay that debt off 2 to 3 times faster or in
Right.
a third of the time. That's really the
Yes.
secret sauce right there, Christy.
And it's not magic, people. It's not just
Mm-mm.
like lines of credit. It's not magic. It's just
Math.
math. It's
Mm-hmm.
because we are eliminating interest is why we're paying off this debt early. So
Mm-hmm.
that being said, I have an appointment. I have a one-on-one. I'm getting ready to start. I wanted to
Awesome.
jump on here and say hello to everybody. I wanted you guys to know you're in good hands. This is the fantastic team and the only one in the world. They are here to help you. So please, if you have any questions or comments that you need to send my way, please email me. And I am excited to hear your testimonies once you get started.
Awesome. Thank you, Christy. Thank you so much for
Bye,
joining us tonight.
everybody.
I'm going to turn it over to our national training director, Bill Blanchard, and have him do a little bit of a 10-minute demo and give you a little bit of an ability to see exactly what a test drive of our program would look like. So with Bill, I'm going to turn that over to you, my friend.
All right. Thank you, Rich, for that introduction. I do appreciate it. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. So what you're seeing here, folks, is the dashboard. And what we want you to think about is this is just a very simple to use, easy to understand dashboard that gives you complete information. Think of the idea that you're logging into your bank account online. That's what this is, meaning you're seeing your account. It's right here from any computer, anywhere in the world. You can access your MoneyMax account and get it updated. Now, earlier, Rich talked about why are budgets, finances and diets the two New Year's Eve resolutions every year. And I believe that, and behavioral scientists have shown that when the promise is not made clear, people don't take action. As a financial advisor, 32 years, it used to be that we talk about giving such great advice as eat ramen noodles, turn off the TV, read books by candlelight, don't go out to dinner, don't have any fun. And people would buy into that for a little while, but then pretty soon they're saying, well, why am I doing that? What is the point? And the answer is, don't know. We couldn't show them. But that's what the Money Max does totally different. What you see at the top are blue boxes that are dashlets. They give you bits of information. So principal remaining, how much money does the family owe? 3.8 years, that's the years to pay off. Oh, you want to know what the payoff date is? There it is. All of this information is at your fingertips. And every time you log in, you're seeing where you are today. But the beauty of our system, it's not just about paying off debt, it is about effective cash management. Why do I bring that up? Because we all have limited budgets. And the whole goal of the Money Max account is to utilize every penny, literally every penny in your budget to your advantage to cancel debt, pay down debt, and save on interest. Look at the box to the right, $150,000. That's how much this family, John and Rebecca Jones, that's how much they're going to save by paying off $232,000 worth of debt in 11.8 years, not 30, saving $150,000. Meaning, if they said, no, Bill, Money Max, I'm just going to do it myself. Well, good luck with that, right? But we're showing you right here, 11.8 years, less than half the time, and saving $150,000. How else could you do that? The answer is you couldn't. But with the Money Max, we bring this technology to your, I was going to say doorstep, but to your computer. And that's the beauty of it. And here's the good part. Every one of these accounts are custom built for you. Take a look at the 4 tabs right down here in the middle. There's the action plan, budget tab, accounts tab, and reports tab. Under the action plan, that's what's highlighted, and you can see this is laid out very simply. 4 columns. Up here is the date column. Whose dates? Your dates. When are your bills due? When do you need to make your payments? When do paychecks come in? System just wants to know, fine, date activated, where's money coming from? Where's it going to? And how much? That's how easy it is. Remember in the olden days, I don't know if you can see this, but remember when we used to have these things called the check register? And you just write everything in line by line? That's what we have here, but it's done for you. It's already built based on your inputs from the accounts tab and the budget tab. So here on the action plan, like a GPS, when the GPS says turn right in 500 feet, what do we all do? Go ahead. Yeah, we turn right in 500 feet, right? Except for me. I turn left because over there's the Starbucks, but that's okay because the GPS will reroute me and get me back on track. That's the beauty of this system. It's all right there, line by line. I hear all the time, well, Bill, how hard is this to adopt this technology? Well, the strength of the technology is in the ease of use, right? So follow me. What happens here is John looks at his bank account on his phone or his side computer, and he says, oh, I got paid today. So in 3 clicks, he's going to update his account. 3 clicks, that's it. Watch. He'll left click here to highlight it, click on execute, and he verifies. Was it $14.62 his paycheck? He looks, yep, sure was. And he executes. And he just told the system that that money went into his bank account and it's reflected here. This is mimicking the real world. Now, are we moving your money? Nope. Does the GPS drive your car? No, it doesn't. I know, give Elon Musk a couple of years. Yes, I know that's coming. But for now, we're in control, and we want you to be in control of your money. At its core, we are a financial GPS that is giving you these step-by-step instructions so that you can manage your money to the penny to leverage every penny in your account to its utmost efficiency. Look down here. You see a double blue arrow here. What that is saying is, hey, you've got some idle money sitting in your checking. Let's slide it over to savings. No big deal. 232.25. Who came up with that number? Was it John? Nope. What, Rebecca? Nope. It was the Money Max account. It did all the thinking for you. And all you do is you go online, you make that happen, transfer, and then you just come up here. Remember, 3 clicks. 1, 2, double verify. Yep. 3, execute. And the system is updated. Now you're going to see something a little different. The blue green arrow. This is a debt payment. So we're going to take money from banking to a debt. 3 things to know about this one line. Number 1, 1241.14. It's telling them to the penny. And when I saw this first back in April of 07, I said, time out. Why don't we make it $1,200? Easy math, right? No, the Money Max doesn't want easy. It wants precise to the penny. And that's what you get. 1241.14. Number 2 item, it's to the MasterCard. It's not their mortgage. It's not the car loan. It's not the bank loan. It's the MasterCard. For you, it could be a Discover card, could be the motorcycle loan. Who knows? Everybody is different. And the third item, the right day. Okay, it's on the 2nd of the month. Why do I mention this? Because as we look forward to the next month and the action plan, the beauty of this is that there's month 1, there's month 2, there's month 3. It's the only system out there that gives you a 90-day look forward as to what's happening with your money. Everybody else looks in the rearview mirror and says, hey, this is what happened to your money. How effective would it be to drive your car looking in that rearview mirror? Not a good idea, right? Absolutely not. So back to the blue-green arrow on the 2nd. To the penny, to the right debt, right day. Go to the next month and you'll see another blue-green. Same debt, but is it the same amount? No, it's not. Completely different. Is it on the right day? It was on the 2nd in the first month. Now it's on the 15th. Why did the amount change and the date change? I don't know. That's 4.5 million lines of code behind what you see, incorporating 8 banking strategies and employing hundreds of math algorithms, all designed to do one thing: take you from debt to no debt in the quickest time possible, period. So with that, we have so much more that we can show you. And that's when you take that next step and you meet with one of our Money Max account agents, you're going to be shown, this is going to be taken for a test drive to give you a little bit deeper feel for everything that it can do. And even in that environment, even in that setting, we're going to scratch the surface, because this is the most comprehensive cash management financial forecasting tool in the marketplace. It's taken everything that Wall Street has and brought it to us on Main Street. And yes, I am an account owner since 2007. So with that, Rich, I'll turn it back over to you.
It's why we love to do this, truly, because the difference that we're able to make is pretty amazing. So I hope that all of you take us up on that challenge, and you schedule a personalized analysis and consultation at your convenience. Anytime that's good for you is fine. And we look forward to hearing those results. And we'd love to invite those back too that get appointments to come back on a call and share their experience. You'll find it's not overwhelming. It's not intimidating. And we have people that are 18 using the program, and the oldest that I know of personally is 82. So if they can figure out, if you can send a text message to your child or grandchild, if you can put in the address for GPS on your phone, you can do online banking, you can use our program, and imagine the difference it can make for you. So thank you so much, everybody. We really appreciate you hanging with us, and hopefully you got a lot of good information tonight, and look forward to seeing you on appointment soon.